Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. But before I even start, I'm actually being shown 2 pigeons in the water. One is definitely trying to woo the other, okay? So, yeah, I'm just seeing that image right now. So this could be symbolic that someone is going to try and flirt with you, try to win you over, woo you, as it were. Maybe some of you are literally listening to this reading and watching a pigeon outside trying to woo another pigeon. So I'm not really sure how else to decode that energy, but I feel symbolically it indicates someone is going to try and get your attention very, very soon. So let's get to the cards anyway and see what else is coming out there. But that's an image that's just popped out there in the water for you. Okay, we have the Empress, we have the Justice card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know regarding their singles life? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to see and be aware of? Okay, so I definitely see that you're putting your own needs first at this moment in time, trying to create a lot of balance and harmony in your life. You're actually at your personal best right now, even though you may not feel like it. I feel it's really important to recognize that we can't go back to the past, and of course we can only visualize the future that we deserve and desire. You live in the present moment, and I feel this major energy of all of you, my beautiful Sagittarians, trying to live in the present moment and do more things for you. But also you are brimming with potential at this time. We have the Empress card there, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. So I definitely see that some of you, you know, you're nurturing yourself in a different way, body, mind, and soul. But also, I feel for some of you, you may be worried about time, it being a factor. Some of you are maturing, wondering if you're ever going to meet someone new. I mean, with the Temperance card, I feel like you've been waiting a long time. You've been very patient, but I feel like you are becoming a divine counterpart so that you can attract a divine counterpart. I feel like you're stepping up your vibrational energy in order to be a better version of yourself, but you're doing it for you is what I see here. So spiritual evolution, on a journey of self-discovery, letting go of, you know, any false narratives and seeking deeper meaning in your everyday encounters. So I feel like you have reached a certain level in your life where it's no time wasters, please, because I feel some of you have dealt with people in the past who have wasted your time, maybe even some trust issues here with the Justice card in the Resistance position. You may have felt that love has been unkind to you in the past. And for some of you, if you've not had a high level commitment in the past, that of course feels like it has been unfair, but I feel like you've been called to focus on your life's purpose and mission. And for some of you, you may have dealt with someone who perhaps has, how can I put that? Yeah, either betrayed you or been a little bit loose with the truth, or there was just an unfair ending. Some of you have been cutting like previous experiences out, getting closure on those situations. I mean, some of you with the Justice card in the Resistance position, it can indicate some of you have been through a divorce, or you've been through an experience that left you a little bit ungrounded or off kilter, and you just had to find your way back to your sense of self. And I feel right now this card indicates you are so ready for love. I do see that a lot of you are super busy though. I see a lot of you very productive. You're very talented and gifted, actually, very artistic. I feel some of you may be discovering new things about a spiritual gift or even an artistic gift that you have over the next coming weeks and months, and that may actually lead you into the path to meet someone new. I mean, your overarching energy right now, it feels like you're creating balance and harmony in your life, but also that you are trying to make some adjustments in your world so that you create space for new love, because I feel some of you have been very busy. This is a card of productivity, so it feels like you have responsibilities, tasks that you're adhering to in your everyday circumstances, and I feel like there's just been a lot going on for you right now, and you're carving out some space for you to number one, put yourself first and implement self-care routines, because I feel right now with this card, this is about nourishing yourself, but it's also about creating some sort of schedule adjustment so that you have a little bit more time and freedom for you to enjoy life and put yourself in a position to meet someone new by exploring new places and, of course, meeting new faces there as well. The Empress card also indicates some of you beautiful Sagittarians out there have children, you're a parent, and of course that does not afford you much time to perhaps get yourself out there to find someone new. You have a lot of responsibility, and you're pouring all your energy, care, and devotion in nourishing your family. But there is going to be a moment where you meet this new person. I do feel that there is someone coming in, but I have to check in to see if this person is coming in the next 6 weeks, because this reading is good for 6, maybe even 8 weeks there. But ultimately, you're putting your own needs first. And I also feel you're someone who's super independent, and you've been learning to not drop your shield, as it were, but you've been learning to lower it a little bit to give someone an opportunity to get to know you a little bit deeper. I feel like you're opening yourself up to a different level of intimacy and vulnerability there, and I feel the right person is going to basically help break down those walls. But I do feel actually you've come through a very intense period of healing, and I feel actually you're ready. It's almost like, the shield is up. The shield is of knowledge. There's an owl there. So that tells me that you've learned a lot. You've learned to be very discerning about the company that you keep, but also that, I feel some of you have been watching and waiting and seeing if there's anybody out there, beaming your wonderful light out there, being your wonderful self, and it just feels like there's been nobody out there that's really captured your attention at this time. The Justice card in the Resistance position, especially if some of you are maturing and you're getting to a certain age where you feel like, oh, love, perhaps it's not coming for you. That is not true at all. I definitely see that there is love coming. You're vibing at a frequency of love. This is the most loving card in the deck. It indicates, nurture, care, joy, happiness, positivity, brimming with potential. And I feel that you are in a position to offer so much love, but make sure that you don't overgive. There has to be reciprocity there, because I feel some of you have learnt a difficult lesson about how much you give another person and whether there is a reciprocal exchange. So I feel right now you're doing a lot of sorting the wheat from the chaff in your life, and I feel, a lot of you, I just get this energy that you are attracting a lot of attention at this time. This is one of the cards along with the Queen of Wands there, and you didn't get the Queen of Wands yet, but this card along with that, it actually indicates that you are someone who garners a lot of attention, and you may not notice it as much as other people notice it, but I feel, you actually are someone who's going to notice it a lot more in the coming weeks. This card, although it is in the Resistance position, it will go into the upright. So that is good karma, fairness, reciprocity, but also this card, the Justice card in the Resistance position, it can indicate something is a little bit out of whack in your life right now. It could be your schedule. For some of you, it just feels like you're going to be making some adjustments regarding your everyday circumstances in order to create that level of harmony and balance. I feel like also that you are blending energies at this time. I feel a lot of you have been focusing on your true life's purpose, your mission, as it were. And of course, I just get this energy of meaningful encounters only, because I feel like you are in this space where it's like, no time wasters, please. I feel like you don't want anyone leading you down the garden path or making you feel uncertain or confused as to where you stand. You don't want anyone who's indecisive. One minute they're, completely falling over themselves to be in love with you, and the next minute they've gone cold. I feel like some of you have dealt with someone who's been a little bit hot and cold in the past, and it's made you feel like, you know what, no game players, please, because you are straight up. You're someone who is direct, honest, open, loyal, and I feel that there's definitely an opportunity for you to meet someone like that. I actually feel that there is an energy coming in of someone where it's almost like you have, you definitely have a deep bond with this person, but I feel like it's almost like from the very beginning you feel like you're going to marry this person. Now that's very unusual. When you get love at first sight, you don't think, and I know there's like a TV series called Marriage at First Sight, but it's not like love at first sight. I feel this is like a knowingness. It's more than that. It's like a depth that you have with this new encounter that will come in, but I'll see when it's coming in, because right now all I'm seeing in the overarching energy is you focusing on your, life's purpose. You're focusing on you. And I feel like you're kind of decluttering your life, body, mind, and soul. And you're a very independent spirit. But it doesn't mean that you're not about to meet someone. I feel that, the tide is turning there. And this kind of gives me this energy that when you meet this new person, that you look at them and think, I'm going to marry this person. There's just something about it like that. And I have had friends, where they've said love at first sight, but they never really think about marriage. And then there's other friends that I have who, when they look at a person, they go, I know I'm going to marry that person. And then they did. And, you're in that energy when you meet this new person. Okay. So some of you may have said, I don't want to get married, or maybe, you felt that if you've been in a high-level commitment like marriage or something before and you got divorced, you may be like, never again. But I feel with this new person, never say never. It'll definitely be discussed between you and this new person, but let's see when we get to the Celtic Cross what is going on there. 8 is the number of the self, okay? So this deck is number 8. Normally the Justice card is number 11, but I feel this is about you kind of trying to create some level of harmony in your life. I feel that you are trying to rediscover a part of yourself that makes you feel happy. And also, I feel like you're really checking in with yourself as well, with your belief system, but also you're trying to discover what makes you happy within, because you recognize that, you cannot love another person until you have full love for yourself, or that cup of love is filled with care, devotion. And I feel right now you're just making some adjustments to adhere to your own needs at this time, not in a selfish way, in a really healthy way where you're discovering more about yourself. Now, of course, we have the Temperance card, which is a Sagittarian card, and this is the outcome energy. And the main energy I get with this is you're patient. Of course, I feel like you've been waiting a long time for love, but also I feel there's this energy of life's meaning and purpose, and it's also connected to this person. So either you have a certain path that you're being called to that is your purpose path, and this person is on the same kind of thing. So for example, if you're called to be someone who works in healthcare, or you're someone who is called to be in construction, or you're someone who is called to be a healer, for example, I feel like you will meet someone who is also called to do something very similar. So I feel like your paths will cross because of your common interests. That's the energy that I've got coming through. But we will discover things a little bit more, because I'm just getting this energy of you trying to really focus on your intended path. But I also feel like you are creating space for someone else to enter your life and share it with you. So right now, I'm not picking up an energy of someone coming in immediately, but that doesn't mean it's not happening immediately. I need to do a little bit more with the Celtic Cross. So let me just do this for you and see who is coming in and when. Your first card there is the Ace of Cups. Maybe some of you have just met this person, but I feel a lot of you, if you're talking to someone right now, I feel like you're wondering where it's going, okay? I feel Allow this person to come to you is what I'm seeing. So if you're talking to someone new already, I would say this person's captured your attention. Remember reciprocity, because when we first meet a person, we tend to put them on a bit of a pedestal, and that actually puts us out of alignment because we inadvertently put ourselves below that person and we're kind of looking up at them. So just watch out for that. I do feel it's, you know, a very open, honest relationship, however, and I feel that it's almost like there's an ebb and flow there. So if you're talking to someone new, you know, allow this person to step up and ask you to go on a certain date with them somewhere, and then you obviously reach out and invite them somewhere. I feel there has to be reciprocity there, and I feel that it's going to be a slow burn with this person. I want you to be aware of that, but it's nice and organic, and there is a solid foundation. Now, for the rest of you beautiful Sagittarians who have not met somebody new, I feel like you're becoming love. You're being love, as it were. You're looking at the cup of love and what it means for you first. You know, you're being really discerning about the company that you keep. So that's very interesting that you've started with the Ace of Cups. For some of you, you've set an intention that now love is your focus. We've got the Four of Wands there. So for some of you, there's definitely a high level commitment in the past there. We've got the Tower. Some of you are literally rocked to your core regarding this past situation, and you've been getting over some sort of shock or surprise or something that really shook you in some way. But also the Tower is like a liberation from a stuck cycle. So I will get into the energy when I touch each card for you. Eight of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Oof, okay. Now, we have just gone through Mercury retrograde, okay? And some of you may have heard from a person from the past. Some of you may not, and you may hear from this person in the next 6 weeks. So if you're connected to someone that you separated from, this person may suddenly reach out, and it's like this person wants to try and set you back in some way. The Eight of Swords can indicate it will bring up some old wounds. Like, I feel like you want to turn your back on this situation, whatever it is. I feel there's a lack of trust there, or you feel this person was just not emotionally available or ready to settle down or really take accountability of their actions. I feel like you want to move forward from this. You've got a lot of fives here, so I feel this, you know, it's like you're taking the lesson with you and you're looking for someone new. So there is someone new coming. But I feel the next coming weeks, you could hear from someone that perhaps you never expected to hear from again. Okay. I won't dwell too much on that energy, but because it's there in the cards, please look up the meaning of each card as it comes out, but I'll also give you the energy and the meaning throughout the reading. I mean, the Ace of Cups is like you want a fresh start, okay? That is your protagonist energy. That is you saying you deserve love, and you absolutely do. You're so lovable, my beautiful Sagittarians, and I feel like someone is going to capture your attention. And if, as I said, you've already met someone new, this is going to be a very slow burn relationship, okay? But it's creating a solid foundation there of love, of respect, and there's going to be a lot of growth in this relationship. But if you haven't met someone new yet, you're about to. There's two aces here, very exciting new beginnings. But some of you are trying to maybe resolve some issues that you had from a past experience. Now, if a past person, I will pull a card on it because we've got the Knight of Wands here and the Four of Wands. So this can indicate someone, you know, who potentially, you know, was kind of here today, gone tomorrow in your life. They want a reunion. So I will pull cards on it. But it could also indicate someone that you thought was like a very lusty fling, for example, or there was a bit of chemistry with someone. You were wondering, is it going to turn into something? I mean, I feel with the Tower energy, this is going to all crumble away. So if you were kind of like hoping, even though, for example, if you are, I want to be very delicate about this situation. It just feels like if there's a lot of like physical attraction between you and a person, and both of you kind of know that it's like physical attraction, and if there's like feelings that start to develop, I feel the person that is kind of, they're going to take a step back, let me put it that way, okay? And it may like shake you a little bit, but it's because the universe is protecting you from a person who would lead you down the garden path in order to usher in somebody new, is what I see here. Trust your intuition and your instincts. I just feel that, you know, there's an energy, you're looking for love, and there's someone here, like there's a flirtation coming in. So I mean, if you're not seeing or connected to anybody physically just at the moment, I feel like there is a potential for a flirtation coming in, and I feel intuitively, you know that this person, it's kind of nice to flirt and have the attention, but you can see that this person's not capable of offering you the love that you deserve and desire, because you are grown, you've matured, and you notice red flags, or you notice things immediately now. Pay close attention to that intuition. If deep down you feel this person, I don't see myself with this person long term, your body and your mind are telling you, pay attention, okay? And I feel there's someone actually new coming in here. There's a fresh new start, and it is love, and it is a solid foundation. So what I'm getting here is two main energies, okay? So this person, I mean, let's start with you. I don't want to complicate things, but this is you. This is your energy, because this is your starting position. You're wanting love, and someone may have captured your attention already, and you're wondering how it's going to go. If not, I feel like you're about to meet someone and you're wondering how it's going to go. Okay. That's your starting position. I feel you've done a lot of personal development and reflection on what it is that you want and what you certainly do not want. And I feel like you're someone who is really quirky, really interesting, really attractive, really fun to be with. And you need someone who is kind of like that as well. Because I feel some of you may have met people in the past who were emotionally not available, or who were laden with baggage, let's put it that way. And whilst, you know, we can ask to help a person or try to support a person, you're not here to be someone else's emotional crutch. You also deserve love and passion and intensity. And I feel like you're learning that you're not here to fix people. Okay, that's one of the things that I'm getting here. Because some of you, male or female, not a gender specific reading, you have a very healing nature, and you tend to really offer up a lot of nurturing and care to your partner. And I feel sometimes you may have attracted people in the past who had addictions, or who were very transient in their energy, very sort of indecisive, and it's almost like you got caught up in their storm a little bit, and then when the storm had moved on, you were sitting bereft in an ocean wondering what happened. I gave all of myself to that situation, and why am I here? What went wrong there? And it was because that person that you were dealing with, they had unhealed experiences, and you got caught up in their pain and their rage and their cycle of not committing to themselves. So therefore they could not commit to you. They were running away from parts of themselves that were unhealed. And for some of you, you've been dealing with that and healing from that. And I see that you're so ready for love right now. And while I'm mentioning that is because now you can notice a player from like 50 yards or more away from you. And this card is a crossing card. So some of you may have dealt with someone that you considered a player, or someone who tried to make you jump through hoops. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. But also, I feel like you're looking to settle down. Okay, we have that Queen of Pentacles there, which tells me your energy, you're wanting to meet someone where, you know, you move in together or build a life together. That's your hope, really. I feel like you're saving yourself for the one with that card. And with that Knight of Wands there, it's nice to get attention. It really is nice to get attention, but you're looking for something a little bit more below the surface now. You're seeking greater authenticity in your relationships. Now, I want to pull a card on this in combination with the Four of Wands there, because there is someone here who is physically very attracted to you, and there's a lot of lust here, okay? But I feel it doesn't go beyond that, because this person, they are just not emotionally available to go to the depths that you require in a relationship right now. So this could be a friend, it could be an ex, it could also be someone that you've just met and you're feeling it yourself. If you've just met someone and this person is really showing up for you, then I'm not talking about that person, okay? So I just want you to be aware. Let me just pull a card on that Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. Can you please clarify this energy of reunion Eight of Swords, interesting. You've got Eight of Swords right here. Look at the synchronicities. This is someone that perhaps you got stuck in a cycle with, is what I'm seeing. The Eight of Swords can also indicate that this person, yeah, Judgment card, they want a second chance. This person, I feel like they may say that they've left their old life behind, or they feel called to reach out to you. It may even be the reason why you were spun off to focus on your true life's purpose and mission, because this situation, it just got really grounded, and I feel like you've been trying to protect yourself from this situation because this person really got under your skin. And I don't really want to mention this person, but I can't move past the cards and the energy unless I address the energy here. A lot of you have been spun off to focus on yourself, your family, and develop your spiritual intuition. But with the High Priestess there, I feel like you're really cautious about the situation. It's almost like this person is noticing that you're having a glow up in life, or that they realize that they messed up and they, really want to get back in touch with you. This person, they regret letting you go, is what I see here. Especially with all those fives, there is this energy of regret going on here, but I feel it's a little too late, okay? Now with these cards, I feel that you are basically not waiting around for a knight. You're waiting for the Emperor. So I feel right now, again, it's not gender specific reading. I feel like you are waiting for someone who values who you are and what you bring to the table of love and life. And I feel this person, they just couldn't match your energy, or they were not available to offer you the loving relationship that you require. But with these cards, these are let's get back in touch. Let's reunite. I miss you cards, okay? But with let me see this person's intention before I move forward, and then we'll leave that past situation behind and move forward for the new one. Can you show me this past person's intention? Okay, this person, they have abandonment issues. They kind of want you, but also can't step up and be there for you. It feels very much like this person, they don't want you to have a new start because they feel like when you're moving on, you're abandoning them, and it's just another extension of their abandonment. So I feel this person with that Five of Pentacles there, something may have gone wrong in this person's life, and they're looking for sanctuary and peace, and you provide a level of nurture and care for this person, but then they're off. Full card. It's like new beginning, they want a new start, but ultimately they're going to run away from a part of themselves that they've been running away from this whole time, because there is a level of maturity that they have not reached yet. So I would say be a little bit cautious about this. Anybody reaching out from the past, I feel this person, they may want to kind of step up and apologize, or at least give a reason to find a solution. But ultimately, looking at your cards, you're moving towards a new start with somebody new. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there and move on with respect. If you want to heal something with a person from the past, there needs to be an accountability, a responsibility for actions, an honest, open conversation. Everything has the potential to be healed, but looking at this person's energy, I feel right now they're not in a place to offer you that. So you would be taking on a project, or you would be kind of waiting and waiting and waiting on someone else's time for them to step up. So I want you to be aware of that. With respect, as I said, I'll move on now. Now the Knight of Wands, also when we apply it to your energy, because that's also coming through, this is a desire for a new adventure. Some of you may have felt a little bit stuck or stagnant, or you haven't been exploring what options are out there recently because you've been so busy doing other things. I feel like you've been giving a lot of self-love to yourself, or trying to, give yourself emotional care. And I feel now you're opening yourself up to opportunity in some way. And I feel some of you may do something really bold and daring to get out there. It could be a new hobby. I feel you embracing a passion project or something that you're passionate about. Some of you are actually returning to something that you used to love doing, is what I'm feeling here. And I actually feel that you're going to meet new people. I can't discern right now where you're meeting this person. Maybe when I get to the Ace of Pentacles. I'll always be honest. I'm not just going to blow smoke up your you-know-what and tell you what I think you want to hear. With that Ace of Pentacles comes a certain energy, so I will tap into it. But ultimately, with that Justice card, I feel like you are trying to create that level of harmony and balance in your life. I mean, some of you are finalizing a divorce or finalizing a separation, and when you get back on your feet, then you're so ready for new love. But the Justice card really is about making some adjustments in your life, because I feel like love has not been your full focus. I feel, you've had other things going on right now. And I feel with the Justice card, you're being super honest with yourself and say, okay, what needs to change? Because life is all about variety. So if you have too much of one thing, it can be nice, but then it's like too much. Okay, so if you've been working really hard and you've not been going out there and having fun, then your life is a little bit out of balance and it can feel a little bit stagnant in the energy. So something has to give here. The Tower is kind of like calling you to change something or restructure something or liberate yourself out of something that perhaps you've been holding on to for too long. So I feel definitely you've had closure in situations, but I feel it's more than that. I feel that you've had a lot of responsibility, or you've had to be a tower of strength for other people during this time, and now it's your turn. Now it's your time to open yourself up to this new love that's coming in there. But that Justice card, that's really about finding a solution for your life. And of course, the universe will meet us halfway, but we must take one step towards whatever it is we want. And then you change the vibrations and the universe starts working its way towards you with the opportunity. And I definitely see here that there's two kind of energies coming your way for you to choose from. I feel one is very much like of the past, or it's a very sort of intense like interaction with someone, but deep down you feel it never goes anywhere, or you feel it's not going anywhere. And then we've got the love that is going somewhere. Okay, so you're meeting that vibration. You're in the Ace of Cups vibration, and your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles vibration. Two people, you and another person, wanting a fresh start in a relationship. And I feel this is a new person who's coming into your life, and it's very, very exciting. Now, in the past position, we've got the Four of Wands. So this is an indication that some of you may have promised yourself that in the month of May or even June, you're getting out there. You're going to let your hair down. You're going to have some fun. You are making sure that you find yourself in places of pleasure where you can go out and have, enjoyment with good company. And I'm actually hearing this song, and this may have come up before in a reading. I can't really remember this one, but it's a very old song actually. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Okay, you get it. I'm gonna rock around the clock tonight. Okay, so that's a very famous song by, it's Bill Haley, and maybe even the Comets, but I'm sure, maybe just Bill Haley, but I think let's say it's Bill Haley and the Comets, okay? I'm probably wrong, but that's what I think it is. But I feel this could be like you meeting someone, either dancing, maybe you and this person's going to dance all night, perhaps. Maybe some of you are going to be invited to an event. This could be a birthday. It could be... as I feel some of you may have already received this invitation, and that's why this card is in the past position. So it could be someone's birthday, it could be a wedding, it could be an event, a celebration, house party, barbecue, whatever. I feel some of you are being invited to something, and this is where you have a very strong potential to strike up a frisson with someone. So finally, I've got an energy of where it is. It feels there's a lot of energy where you meet this person. So I feel there's a hustle and bustle. It feels like there's people there. There's an ambiance. It's somewhere where you're passionate to go. So it could be with friends, because I feel strong energy with friends there. But also, this is basically you making a promise to yourself that you are waiting for someone to settle down with, because the Four of Wands is to, basically get engaged or be in a high level commitment. And I feel some of you have been in that high level commitment in the past, and you're trying to leave that situation in the past. It didn't work out. There was a disappointment there, and it may have even shocked you, but I feel, you had to move away from this so that you could meet this new person. Four of Wands, I really am getting this vibe of celebration. So for some of you, as I said, and I said this at the beginning, if some of you have met someone already and you're talking to them and it just feels like it's heading in the right direction, this is very exciting, okay? I feel this is someone that you're going to be with long term. It's going to be a slow burn, really nice foundational relationship. But if you are connected to someone where it just feels really physical right now, and there's no real sort of step towards an investment in the future, I feel that some of you intuitively know that it may not be going anywhere, and you may actually decide to suddenly leave this person yourself, is what I'm seeing there, and that ushers in a new person into your life. So a lot of dynamics going on. Maybe I'm getting these different dynamic kind of timelines because maybe that's the hotbed of energy that my beautiful Sagittarians find themselves in. For some of you, you're going to find yourself in one situation and not the other. So please take it as it resonates. Now, the potential position is the Tower. Now, the Tower is an interesting card to get as a potential because it means sudden surprise, or it means, basically letting the walls fall down to embrace a new start, to rebuild. So some of you may have been hurt in the past and you're rebuilding right now, but also it's in the potential position, which means some of you have been feeling really stuck, especially since we've got the Eight of Swords here, which is a card that indicates some level of sort of self-restriction. So some of you have maybe looked out there and thought, you know what, there's no one out there who's sparking my attention. There's no chemistry between me and anybody. So you've just withdrawn from the dating scene and almost like focused on your family, your responsibilities, your work, or your life's purpose or mission, or deepening your faith, whatever it is for you. I feel like you've been thinking about other things right now. And the Tower indicates you've gotten into a cycle of repeat. If you think about a tower, it's almost like a prison. You go round and round in circles in that prison. It can feel safe. It can feel comfortable. It can almost feel like you've slipped into a level of complacency where suddenly months turn into years and decades and things like that. And suddenly you have this wake-up call, because that's what a tower is. It's a wake-up call, a shock, where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be this age this year. And you know what? I've been dedicating myself to things that are great, but at the same time, I also want all of these other things in life. So some of you could be having like a major epiphany where you're like, I need to come out of a comfort zone here. I need to actually put myself in a position to meet new people, or to pick up new hobbies, or just embrace the moment as much as possible. So this is the leap of faith energy. So, because we do have in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Tower, you see two figures actually leaping into the unknown. Because if they stay where they are, they're just going to remain stuck. They're going to keep on going around in circles, and the universe makes things so uncomfortable. That's why the lightning bolts tends to hit the crown chakra, the epiphany, the realization, the knowingness that something needs to change. And this figure is like holding on to that level of, comfort, or a situation that has been around for a long time, and the tower is crumbling. And the universe is saying, well, we're crumbling the tower on purpose because we want you to let go of it. We want you to get out there. Don't be a hermit, or try and find a situation where you can do something for you, but it actually opens you up to a brand new world. And I feel that this is what's happening for you right now. So some of you, I feel like you've reached a certain level in your life where you're so ready for change. And with that Eight of Swords, this is in the near future position. The cage is wide open. And some of you, and I do say this a lot in your readings actually, my beautiful Sagittarians, some of you may have felt over the last couple of years, because we've all gone through a whole level of crazy in the last couple of years, some of you may feel that your wings have been clipped in some way, and you're finding it really hard to find your wings again, or find your motivation again, or find your way back to your sense of self. And I feel that's what you've been really trying to do, to rediscover a part of yourself that, you really love, the fun part of yourself. You tend to be someone who is really exciting to be with, very fun, very free. I love hanging out with my beautiful Sagittarians in my life, and I feel this fire in your soul, but you may have felt it's been dampened for some time because life has been really difficult and really serious. And I feel, you've been holding on to a level of what you felt was security or comfort, and now you're being presented with the open door. Time to change. So I feel some of you are going through something major in your life, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there because it can be uncomfortable. It's really interesting. This came up recently in, an energy read, and I'm getting it again for your reading, which is about, pressure. Sometimes, and this is pressure, sometimes the universe sends us a level of pressure in our life in order to utilize the energy to either feel overwhelmed by it to the point where we have to make a change, or to really notice the gift the opportunity it presents for us to reshape our world or redirect the energy into something that's more fulfilling. So I feel here that you can view this pressure or this major change as negative, or you can see it as being a director towards a positive influence where you find that happy medium so that you can benefit from this energy. Because, when we're comfortable, we just sit in comfort. It's nice. And then we can just enjoy it. And then years pass and we're still in that comfortable energy. But then we start to think, it's nice and we're really lucky and we're really grateful, but what else? And I feel right now you're at the what else stage of your life. And now you're kind of like nudging yourself out of that comfort zone to free yourself up. You've done a lot of healing, a lot of releasing of pressure. And with that Eight of Swords, this is a very important card because it means you need to release yourself from denial from something in your life to see things as they truly are. And I know that sounds really harsh. And, many years ago, I was also given like a huge wake-up call in my life to see things in clear, harsh daylight. And it was a shock. But it was the best change that could have happened because I would have remained in a cycle of repeat, even though it was toxic or even though it was hard. Sometimes the universe says, it doesn't have to be so hard. Let go. Let go. And then once you do and you surrender to the universe, suddenly new opportunities flow in. It's almost like a dam. I've been given lots of images recently about dams, like building up the water, and then suddenly there's like this sort of like release. And I feel like you're just removing the dam so you can go with the flow, and it's going to draw you towards this person. So we do have in your advice to yourself in this moment, we've got the Five of Wands. Challenge yourself, okay? This is about your strategy. Some of you may be like, okay, I don't like dating apps. I don't like the websites. I don't like going into really awkward situations, trying to force something with a new person. What else can I do? So I feel like you're looking at what really excites you, what challenges you in a really great way, because I feel we're all in training as humans. We're all the student of life. So I feel like right now you're looking at what you enjoy, hobbies. Some of you may even want a course of learning to embrace. Some of you, the main energy I've got right now though is that there's an invitation that perhaps some of you have been on the fence about whether you want to go or not, or if you haven't received that invitation, it's coming in soon. And for some of you, it means, making some adjustments in your life in order to do it. I mean, it may even fall on, a certain date, and you have to rearrange something in order to go to it. Now that song is coming up again, so obviously my guides are indicating I haven't quite got it. So I mean, it could indicate that this song will play in the next coming weeks. That indicates you're about to meet someone new. As I said, when you meet this person, maybe they're a great dancer, maybe that's what it is. You're going to be dancing all night. I mean, I'm also being given an energy of changing dates or changing times. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. The different time frames, I'm being given an energy here. So maybe when you're meeting this new person, it could be that either you or they have to change the date or the time. And don't dismiss it as this person not being interested. I feel like they're going to reschedule, but I feel like they really want to make the effort, but something genuine comes up that they have to reschedule. So just watch out for that. But it could also be you needing to reschedule. I mean, the Five of Wands is a card of honoring differences. So I feel like you're going to meet someone that really intrigues you, but they're very different from your usual type. So I don't feel like you're going to be dismissive of this person. And I also feel this new person, they come out of left field. I'm being given the word garden right now as well. So perhaps, I mean, maybe it's a barbecue or a garden party, or maybe it's an invitation to some sort of festival that has garden in the festival name or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate with everyone. For some of you, I mean, this could literally be that you go down the gym and that there's some sort of invitation extended from someone at the gym, or someone who perhaps is organizing something at the gym there. But my guide said I'm not finished with that. But also, this is your choice, because as you can see, there's a chessboard. There's someone who's already close to you, or someone who got close to you. But I feel like you're reaching for someone else right now, because you feel that that person, they got really close to you and they just didn't fulfill you and your emotions, and they let you down in some way. Or I feel that it's almost like you wanted to choose a person that you were connected to in the past, but they just don't show up for you. And I feel like you're putting yourself first and you're showing up for you, and you are respecting yourself enough to accept that it's time to move on from that situation. So this card, it can indicate that there will be rivalry for your affection and you'll have to choose. So maybe that's why I was getting so much busy energy at the beginning. Now, we do have the Queen of Pentacles there. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of wanting to settle down, to nest, that you're ready to settle down. So it's a very earthy energy of you grounding yourself. It's an energy of sticking to your plans. I do feel like there's a commonality here. It's almost like something that is in alignment with your purpose or your belief system, something that you do that really interests you. This new person, they have commonality there. So as I said, if you're like, oh, I work as a healthcare provider, they're like, me too. Or, you know, you are an artist, me too. I feel like there's something going on there where there's a lot of similarities between you and this new person. Now, also, the Queen of Pentacles is about focusing on finances. So I definitely see that, you know, you are focusing on your budgets and things like that. But ultimately, this card tells me you're looking for security in a relationship. You are ready to settle down. And I feel like you're actually, you know, saving yourself for the one. And also, this is a card of protecting yourself because you've built some level of comfort that you have been aspiring to, but also that you want to maintain. So part of you has been so busy trying to do that. And, you know, you haven't find opportunities to go out with friends or put yourself in places to meet new people. But I feel that's all changing for you right now. Now we do have that Five of Swords. This is the hope and a fear position. Someone really broke your heart and you've taken the lesson with you, and you know you're blossoming despite it. But it also causes you a lot of tension. It may cause you to overthink, especially if someone betrayed your confidence or betrayed you, lied to you, cheated on you, or if, you know, they really hurt you in a way that it really marked you. So it's almost like you have been marked by this experience, but you're not allowing it to define you as you move forward and heal from it and open yourself up to new experiences. Also, I feel you may have met people in the past who tended to sabotage themselves, but this new person is a very healthy person. They want healthy relationships, and they've done a level of work on themselves where they're not going to repeat anything you've experienced in the past there. I definitely see that some of you have been mending, and it's taken you a long time to mend, and you may have felt like you've been out of the dating scene for a while, so you may feel a little bit shy or overwhelmed with emotions that what if I can't, like, you know, gel with anybody, or the right person. It's just going to feel organic and real, and just it's easy. It just feels like you've been always meant to meet this person. It almost feels when you meet this new person that you've known each other before. Now also with this Five of Swords, because this is a hope and a fear position, so again it's this conflict being a good way to see your motivations, what it is you want, what you don't want, but also seeing where you need to change some aspects of your life to open yourself up to this new love. But the Five of Swords in this position, because it is a hope and a fear position, it can indicate that someone, as I said, from your past reaches out to mend something or wants peace after some sort of argument or fight, but they always end up causing trouble or setting you back. Or so just watch out for that, because I feel whoever this person is from the past, it's almost like they can't let you go, but at the same time they can't step up and be there for the relationship. So it's almost like if they can't have you, they don't want anyone else to have you. And that's a very selfish energy to be in. And you deserve love because you are lovable. And I see new love coming in for you, okay? Now, we do have the outcome card. This is your final card, Ace of Pentacles, but this card, of course, is the Mystical Moments Tarot, and it's by CATRIN WELZ-STEIN, and this is all about the depiction of a healthy relationship coming in. You know, the Ace of Cups, of course, is the potential of love, you being in a position, a prime position right now to attract someone who you're really curious about, that will transform your life. And the Ace of Pentacles is the materialization of that on the physical plane, okay? Because aces are gifts by the universe, but you know, cups, Ace of Cups can be the dream of love, and then the Ace of Pentacles is the reality of love showing up for you. So I definitely see here that you've aligned yourself with love. I feel love is actually going to show up for you. You're about to meet someone new. It's a healthy relationship. It's going somewhere. It's going to grow, and I feel this is a gift. And actually, when you go on a date with this person, they're actually going to bring you a gift. It's going to be something really small, but it's going to be something that you talked about before you met up for this date. So it could be anything. It could be like for some reason, I'm seeing a really odd kind of, it looks like a badge or a brooch, but it's like a cockerel. Not, like a chicken. Again, there's something with birds. There was pigeons a moment ago, and now it's like a cockerel. I'm seeing this image of a cockerel badge or a brooch or something. So maybe it's a joke that perhaps you and this person have, because I feel like you both have a very witty sense of humor, and you both get each other. That pithy kind of caustic, exciting kind of sense of humor. You're really fun to be with, my beautiful Sagittarians. And this person's also very humorous. And it's something that you joke about. It doesn't have to be a cockerel, okay, but it's something that you joke about that this person will find, specifically hunt down and find to bring on the date with them, to give to you, to let you know that actually they're listening, they're paying attention, and they see you as someone who's really important. So I definitely see that there's going to be some sort of gift. I mean, it doesn't have to be, as I said, a cockerel. It could be like if you said your favorite bottle of wine was whatever. I don't drink wine, so I don't know. But if you say something is your favorite, it's like they go and get it. Okay. Or if you have a joke about something, they go and get something to like continue the kind of joke. So that's coming out there as well. So are you headed towards a high-level commitment relationship? The answer is yes. Okay. I feel for some of you, you're going to hear from someone in the past over the next 6, maybe even 8 weeks. I do see someone new coming into your life. It's connected to an invitation, but I feel like you could be like going on a course of learning, but you're invited to some drinks or an event afterwards. I feel you're in the company of people. Yeah, we've got fun there, so you're letting your hair down. We've got daydream. Now, this is a wonderful deck. It basically is things that you've been learning to reconnect to in life, or things that you've been healing, or things that are to come, okay? But things that you needed to sort of focus on before you open up to love. And we've got fun there, okay? So we've got some hot air balloons there, raising higher vibrations, being secure on your path. But ultimately, it's about connecting to your friends, your family, soul tribe, or the fun things that you love doing, that fun aspect of yourself. We've also got daydream. It's number 11 there, okay? And that's a soulmate energy, but it's like manifestations becoming a reality. As I said, you got the Ace of Cups, which is the dream of love, transforming your life. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles there, which is the dream of love or healthy love becoming a reality. And also we've got self-love there as well. So you've been in that period of connecting to your inner higher self, but also implementing nourishing self-care routines. And you're about to meet someone where it becomes a high-level commitment. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or rune before we close. Okay, we've got 2 rune here. We have the Wheel of Fortune rune. That's the gift rune. So again, that indicates this new person's going to bring a gift on the date with them. I mean, it could even be that they actually, we got a little fly there coming by. Could even be that this person draws something on a napkin and gives it to you as a gift, but it's something that you've discussed or is something that is personal to you and them. But also this rune is all about partnerships. Please look up the meanings of the runes as well. This is partnerships, love partnerships in particular. This is about a divine union coming in for you. Very exciting there. And we have the Sun rune. So the gift of clarity, knowing what you want, but also personal growth, nourishment and development. And of course, a high level commitment there, a victory in, receiving your vision of what you want for the future. This is about achieving whatever it is you desire. And a positive outcome is assured when you get that rune as well. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Sagittarians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians, and love and light.